Hey guys, so we are getting ready to start our next lesson. I believe it is Everyday Math 1.10, and 1.10 is all about developing strategies for learning your 2s, 5s, and 10s. So your goal is I can develop strategies for learning my 2s, 5s, and 10s facts so that I can recall the product. So one thing that I want to say is product is what the answer is. So anytime you're looking at finding the product of two numbers, you're going to be multiplying, and the product is the answer. The facts are just anything when we say 2 times 3, that's a fact. Those are those really quick problems that we're going to solve hopefully quickly. The goal is to be able to do them without thinking and having to do a bunch of counting. So I want to go through, and one of the things that we are going to be looking at is how a multiplication has a turnaround shortcut. So just like with addition, you can say 4 plus 2 equals 6, or 2 plus 4 equals 6. We're able to turn those numbers around and move them around, and they still mean the same thing. We're still going to get the same answer. That is the same with multiplication. We can turn those two numbers, they're called factors. We can exchange those two factors that we're going to multiply, and it'll still be the same problem. The way that I like to solve multiplication problems, if it's a 2, 5, or a 10, I like to count by 2, 5, or 10. So if it is 3 times 2, I'm going to count by 2's 3 times. So I'm going to say 2, 4, 6. I got to 3 times, and my answer, my factor, my product is 6. Okay. So these directions say solve each multiplication problem, then write a turnaround shortcut for each problem. So if I know 3 times 2 is 6, my shortcut, my turnaround is going to be 2 times 3 equals 6. Let's see if I can make my pen smaller. Okay. So our next problem says 4 times 3. So this one's a little bit trickier trying to figure it out. It's not a 2, 5, or 10. So I'm going to have to think about another way to make 4 times 3. And one way that I can do that is to make an array. So I'm going to do a 4 by 3 array, meaning I'm going to have 3 dots going across, and I'm going to have 3 rows of those dots. So I have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and then I have 4 in each row. When I add all of them up together, or I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 times 3 is 12. My turnaround is going to be 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay. Now, number 3 says 3 times 5. Well, I like 3 times 5 because I can count by 5s. It's one of my easy ones that I can do. But I know I need to have 3 5s, so I'm going to do 5, 10, 15. 3 times 5 is 15. My turnaround for it would be 5 times 3 equals 15. Okay, I want to skip down here to this bottom part and look at how I solve these problems using those easy factors. So the numbers that we're multiplying, 2, 5s, and 10s. So number 7 says 5 times 2. I can either count by 5s or I can count by 2s. If I count by 5s, I'm going to count 2 5s. If I count by 2s, I'm going to count 5 2s. So I'm going to do both. So I'm going to count by 5s first. 5, 10. 5 times 2 is 10. But I can also count 2 5 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 times 5 is 10 as well. So we can count either by 2s or 5s. Number 10, I'm going to go down, is 6 times 10. Well, I don't really know how to count by 6s, so I'm going to count by 10s, and I need to have 6 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 6 times 10 is 60. Number 13 is 10 times 2. So I can think again, I could count by 10s or I could count by 2s. 10, 20, I have 2 10s, so that is 2, 20. Or I could count by 2s going 10 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I counted 10 and I still got to 20. Let's go across to number 8, 7 times 1. Now, 7 times 1 has a factor of 1. And guys, there's a shortcut for factors of 1. Anytime it is a 1, it's going to be the other number. So in 7 times 1, my answer is 7. Because it's like saying I'm going to count by 7s one time. 1 7 is 7. Or I'm going to count by 1 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One group of 7 is 7. So 1s are another facts that you could easily memorize, and it would be easy because it's just the other number. Okay, number 9 says 5 times 3. I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. Number 11 says 2 times 4. 2s are how I like to count, so I'm going to have 4 2s. If you are having trouble counting, you could always draw an array. So I'm going to have 4 rows of 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to add them up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 12 times 2, I can't count by 12s, but I can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I counted by 12 and I got to 24. 5 times 6, count by 5s, 6 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 times 6 is 30. 10 times 4, count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10 times 4 is 40. So this is just looking at those facts that are easy to count by. You guys know how to count by 2s. You know how to count by 5s. You know how to count by 10s. You also know how to count by 1s and should be able to do your 1s. We are going to learn our facts pretty quickly at this rate. On this one, I'm going to do one of these with you, and then you're going to do one on your own. So we're going to complete the table. It tells you how many dimes are on the left side. You're going to draw your picture, and then we're going to write a multiplication number model. So if I have 2 dimes are 10 cents. And so my number of dimes times 10, 2 times 10 equals 20. I'm going to do it for 4 dimes. You will do it for 5 and 10. So 4 dimes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these have 10 in them. And then I can see that I have 4 dimes and they're 10 cents each. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 times 10 is 40. Your first activity that you're doing is to finish this page. The next thing that you're going to do is to practice your multiplication facts by playing baseball multiplication 1 through 10. So there's a couple different baseball multiplications. You're looking to do the facts 1 through 10 since we're just starting out. This is an everyday math game, so you're going to go to McGraw-Hill to log in, And then you're going to look in the game section for baseball games. The final thing that you're going to do is to watch these multiplication videos. My daughter loved these when she was in 3rd grade, and I have been using them since. They are just fun ways to help you to remember your facts. And what they do is they take some popular songs and they make them into multiplication songs. So I have put on here 3 videos, your 2s, 5s, and 10s. You're going to watch those. Watch them a couple times so that you can remember some of these facts, and you can be able to do them super quick. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I will see you guys later.